Welcome back, Dunkaholics. We're here with year two of the Madden 26 New England Patriots realistic rebuild. If you tuned into part one, we picked up right after the Super Bowl. We basically just did the offseason of re-signing the players, going through free agency, going through the draft, and getting prepared for this next season. You know, the perk of the Patriots making it to the Super Bowl, I wanted to start from, the actual week. So we started from the AFC Championship game, like I explained before, because once we do, the Seahawks, and I've done plenty of offline franchises and rebuilds where, you start from that Super Bowl week, which is the, farthest week that you can do, of course. But you get that same draft class every time. So I kind of know that draft class. So did the AFC Championship game, forced the win against the Broncos, and then forced the loss to the Seahawks in the Super Bowl, so we would get a different draft class. But you know how year one went, just like in real life. Patriots 14-win team, number one seed in the AFC, got all the way to the Super Bowl. You can blame it on the easy schedule or not, but we made the Super Bowl, and now year two, we're going to be focusing on getting back to the Super Bowl. In the offseason, we didn't make too many, big moves. We did make a big trade, but when it came to like free agency, we just brought a couple of our guys back on some 1 year deals, and then in the draft, we just drafted, for our needs, and really didn't. I don't want to say we didn't hit on our draft picks yet because we don't know how these rookies are going to play out. But it is time to meet the roster, the squad, the team here in year two before preseason starts here for the New England Patriots. At quarterback, we got Drake May going into his third year. He made the Super Bowl in his second year. You saw what he did there, throwing for almost 4,400 passing yards, over 30 touchdowns, under 10 interceptions, and he was an MVP runner-up, right behind Matthew Stafford. So Drake May, I know they say, second-year quarterbacks, they have lost the Super Bowl. I don't think they've ever gotten back there. It's really hard to get back there, but we're going to try to run it back with Drake May as our new franchise quarterback. And then we still have Joshua Dobbs as the mentor backup quarterback. And then we brought back Tommy DeVito to be our third string quarterback, and to add some more players on the team for the preseason. At running back, got Travion Henderson. I'm going to be focusing on him being our franchise running back, our lead back. Like I said before, he was my favorite rookie outside of that great Seattle rookie draft class, Gray Zabel and them boys. But Travion Henderson was my favorite rookie in the draft class, and we're going to really try to make him a three-down back here in New England. We still have Antonio Gibson. We still have Ramondre Stevenson, who we could probably look at as, like a trade candidate. He was the starter, but, he's 28 now. He still has that contract. I am going to put him on the trading block just to see if we can get we might leave him on the roster because, I don't want to just straight up release him. And you see the penalty. We'll be eating over, just about $24 million in dead cap space. So probably don't want to release him just yet. And then we drafted, I didn't draft the computer hooked us up with this pick because I accidentally simulated the pick, whatever round this guy got taken. But 70 overall, normal dev, rookie running back out of Stanford. And then we have Dearness Johnson, who I think was on the practice squad. No fullback on the roster, but at receiver, we made the trade for A.J. Brown with the Philadelphia Eagles. I think it was a first-round pick in 2027 or 2028, so it wasn't even the first-round pick that we had for this season. I think it was a couple of twos, maybe a 3 or 4 in there. It was a lot, but I think this move will help out Drake May, of course, and really help us try to get back to the Super Bowl. And A.J. Brown gets his dream of playing for the New England Patriots as our new wide receiver one. And we still have Stephon Diggs on the team as well. And then Kayshon Boutte, Demario Douglas, this is going to be a very important year for them because with A.J. Brown and Stephon Diggs, and I think both these guys in the contract year, this is going to be a really important season, really important preseason. Preseason matters. Because who is going to be our wide receiver 3? Who's most likely going to be in the slot? It's going to be Kayshon Boutte, 80 overall, normal dev. But we got Demario Douglas, who is a 77 star dev. Demario Douglas 1 year older at 25, and then Kayshon Boutte is 24 years of age. Who will be that wide receiver 3? And then we still got Kyle Williams, who's going into his second year. He does have star dev, 23 years old, 73 overall. Maybe we let both of these guys go. Don't pay them, since we are paying Diggs and Brown, and Diggs at 32 years young. Could retire maybe in the offseason. But maybe it would be the cheaper route to just let Boutte and Douglas go, and then we just develop Kyle Williams as a wide receiver 3, and then we have Trent Sherfield Sr. and Afton Chisholm the third going into his second season. At tight end, we have Hunter Henry, who went up to superstar dev because he had a great season. And then we brought in Will Dissly, go Hawks, the former Charger now. Bringing him in as our tight end 2 to replace Austin Hooper, and he's going to help block as well because we don't have a fullback on the roster. And then we drafted this fullback tight end, Emilio Aguirre, and we have Thomas Odukoya as our third tight end. At left tackle, we have Will Campbell. We're going to keep him at tackle for now. If we need to move him to guard, we will make the move. We brought in Andre Dillard to back him up. We got Jarrett Wilson going into his second season, and I hope that left side of the O-line can hold up better than they did in the Super Bowl. Then we have Caden Wallace, Garrett Bradbury at center, who could be a cap casualty though, because we drafted Manny Medina, center out of Ohio State, hidden dev, 76 overall. That was our best pick of the draft. We took him in the first round, and we needed some O-line help. And I think Medina is going to be the start of that rebuilding this offensive line. We still have Ben Brown, Brendan James. We have Mike Winu, who is our best offensive lineman currently. Andrew Rupchik. And then at right tackle, we have the veteran Morgan Moses at 35. Could retire in the offseason, but he is holding strong at 80 overall. We did draft this guy, Cameron Burnham, and Marcus Bryant going into the second season. Now on defense, K'Lavon Chaisson, we let him test free agency. He didn't get any offers from anybody. And then right before I recorded this preseason, right before I recorded this video, right before the preseason start, we saw him sitting there. So we brought him in, just under $4 million for 1 year. Come back, prove it deal. And maybe we give him a long-term extension if he can play great like he did last season. Maybe we move on and try to get younger at the position. Actually, we did. We drafted this guy, Darren McLeod, 6'5", 294, power rusher. Now, he is a normal dev. He is a 66 overall, but look at that size. And, finesse moves not great. Power moves could be better at his size, but 92 strength, 84 acceleration, 84 hit power. Could we try to develop him? We could. And then on the right side, we got Harold Landry, second year with the Patriots. And we still have Anthony Jennings, just rotational. We got Darrell Taylor, go Hawks. Elijah Ponder, who had a great season in his rookie season. And then on the D-line, we got Milton Williams, who they paid all that money for. You got Christian Barmore. Doesn't feel like he's been in the league 5-6 years. Joshua Farmer going into the second season, Jeremiah Farms Jr., and we did draft a nose tackle, Deontay Hurts, 6'6", 343 pounds out of North Dakota State. We drafted this Sam linebacker because we needed a Sam linebacker on the roster. We got Robert Spillane, who was a team captain on the defense, Marte Mapu, and Darius Harris. Wheel side linebacker, you got Christian Ellis. We got Jelani Tavai. We got Otis Reese the fourth, Amari Gaynor. So when I look at the linebacker core, with Robert Spillane, 30 years old, Marte Mapu, going to be 27 already, but he's going into a contract year. And then you got Christian Ellis, he's 27, 28. Jelani Tavai about to be 30, pushing 30. So maybe we need to get younger at linebacker. And then probably the best room on the team is the cornerback room, led by Gonzo Christian Gonzalez, one of the best young corners, not even just young, just one of the best corners in the league, period. 97 overall, superstar dev. You got Carlton Davis, Marcus Jones, great corner and great return man. We drafted this guy, Roman Franklin, though, 6'3", 181, out of West Virginia, to be our 4 corner. We love our 4 or 5 corners. Marcellus Dial Jr. and Miles Battle. And then at free safety, just like Caleb Chason, we let Jalen Hawkins test free agency. We didn't see any upgrades there. Didn't see any in the draft because we went, for offensive line, edge, and other positions. So we brought back Jalen Hawkins on 1 year, or maybe, was it 2 year? 1 year, I already done forgot. It was a 1 year deal, 1 year prove it deal, to see if, he's going to be 30, but he had a great season, 4 picks, so deserved to be brought back. I love basing it off of production. If you can produce, I will pay you. We got Brandon Schooler, one of the team captains on special team. We drafted this guy, Lane Scioli, young free safety out of Stanford. And then we got Craig Woodson going into his second season. Bro, he's already 25 going into his second season. Yeah, that's why I don't like old rookies. When they're 24, yes, they can come in and be an instant starter, but man, when it comes to Madden, you got like 2 years of development before he starts to regress. So, but Craig Wilson, 79 overall, almost an 80 already, but 25. We got Richie Grant, Dale Pettis, that kicker, Andreas Baragales, going into his second year, and then Bryce Behringer, and our long snapper, Julian Ashby. And look at that. It was a 2028 first-round pick that we gave up for A.J. Brown, but we keep the first-round pick for 2027. But that is a team. Now it's time to simulate preseason. The first game is against the New York Giants, the team that beat them 2 times in the Super Bowl with Eli Manning. Let's see if we can beat them here in the preseason. This is going to be a big preseason for Kayshon Boutte and Demario Douglas, who will be wide receiver 3. We don't need any injuries as we do win the first preseason game. And we'll see what happens. Tommy DeVito was the star. 133 passing yards. Can he make the roster as quarterback 3? Ramondre Stevenson fumbling has always been an issue with him. Trevion Henderson, only 7 carries. Receiving, touchdown for Kayshon Boutte. Demario Douglas had a 20-yard bomb. And then we had Jeremiah Farms Jr. with a sack. Brendan Schooler, Richie Grant, 3 for 3, 52-yarder for Andreas Baragales. And we get the dub in the first preseason game. Second Super Bowl rematch against my Hawks, but I'm controlling the Patriots. So, when it comes to preseason, though, we're just looking at who's going to be putting up the stats as we do lose to the better team. Go to schedule. 19-34. Joshua Dobbs throws a touchdown. Tommy DeVito does throw a pick. Got sacked once. Dobbs did not get sacked. And they got Devin Singletary now. Henderson didn't do much. Jalen Muro rushed for a touchdown against us. Wandale signed with them and did his thug, man. 2 touchdowns. Kyle Williams, though, who we're probably looking to be a wide receiver 3 next season if we let Boutte and Douglas go. Sherfield with a big game, 63 yards. And Adukoa with a touchdown. 2.5 sacks for Jeremiah Farms. He is having a breakout preseason. Anthony Jennings with the sack, Darrell Taylor with the sack, all the edge rushers getting sacks, making it harder to decide who we are going to cut and let go. And then our rookie 6'3" corner, Roman Franklin, gets his, I was going to say first career interception, but the preseason doesn't count. It counts, but it doesn't. Carlton Davis, this is why I didn't want, we didn't play Gonzo, but Carlton Davis was playing. He gets hurt. And Christian Ellis gets hurt. But Davis will be back. And the final preseason game against the Falcons, y'all all remember 28-3. I was going for the Falcons in that Super Bowl. But the Patriots win this one. We go 2-1 in the preseason, only losing to the Seahawks. How fitting. And Tommy DeVito, touchdown, no picks. Joshua Dobbs, no touchdowns, no picks. Got sacked 3 times, though. We are going to keep him on the roster because that mentor tag is important for Drake May. And Ramondre Stevenson, touchdown, no fumbles this time. But we know Trevion Henderson, we're going to be pushing forward with him as a running back 1. Kyle Williams, great preseason. Chisholm getting a couple of catches. Touchdown for our rookie blocking tight end. And then, man, some of these guys having great preseasons. Quinn Stanley, that's our Sam linebacker. Joshua Farmer getting a sack. Anthony Jennings looking to make the team and not be a cap casualty. Jelani Tavai. Ellis out, so Tavai's probably going to be the starter on Will linebacker. And Antonio Gibson had a 12-yard punt return. Now looking at the stats for the preseason, Tommy DeVito led the team with 340 passing yards. Joshua Dobbs didn't throw no picks. Tommy DeVito had a great season, so I think we could probably go 3 quarterbacks for the regular season. If Tommy DeVito needs to be cut, though, we will cut him. Ramondre Stevenson will be running back 2, probably just a power back. Trevion Henderson will be the starter, and then of course Antonio Gibson will be the receiving back. It was due running back by committee, but Trevion is going to be RB1. Kyle Williams is going to be wide receiver 4, probably punt return, kick return. It looks like Keyshawn Boutte is going to outplay Douglas and get the wide receiver 3 spot. Chisholm was great. Odukoa was great. And then the O-line, who gave up sacks? Don't even know who he is. Yeah, I do. That's Rupchich. Will Campbell only gave up 1. Jarrett Wilson only gave up 1. Dillard. But Bradbury, the rookie center, didn't give up any. So Owenu and Moses, the veterans, they didn't give up any. And then Marte Mapu led the team in tackles. TFLs, Marte Mapu, Jennings, Farms, Calebon Chason. Farms with 3.5. He's going to be making the team. And then picks, Roman Franklin, the rookie. Baragales made 6 field goals, didn't miss any. Punters matter too. Go to the punting. Inside the 20 twice. Longest was 70 yards. Average 51.5 on 11 punts. Demarius Douglas with a great return of 21 yards. And then Marcus Jones, being Marcus Jones back there. So we do have to cut some players. 13. We have another injury. And somebody was hurt. I think it was Carlton Davis. We lose Owenu, our best offensive lineman, for 2 to 4 weeks. And then Krista Ellis. So Jelani Tavai will be the starter. We do have to cut 13 players, though. So right now, Tommy DeVito will not be cut. But if I run out of people to release, he will be cut. Nothing against him. He threw 3 touchdowns. But Joshua Dobbs with that mentor tag. He also played great in the preseason. He earned the spot. Dearness Johnson, we just don't need 5 running backs. We will go with the 4. Receiving. Chisholm, Sherfield. Sherfield was great. I like Chisholm, though. I think we're going to cut Trent Sherfield. I think we just don't need him. Go sign with another team, be a wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4. Actually, we're going to roll with the 4 tight ends. We signed Will Dissly to be the backup. Odukoa had the breakout preseason, and then Aguirre also had a touchdown, and one of them will play fullback. So it's kind of like we have 3 tight ends and then a fullback. Too many centers. I will move this guy to the practice squad. Can Ben Brown play? Yeah, he can play guard. Because Rupchich gave up the most sacks. So I am going to punish him for that and release him. And then one of these centers will play guard. Now, Brendan James, 59 overall, 6 years in the league. You're not developing. So, going to cut him. And then at the edge, I know we got a lot of spots. So, Jennings, because he'd be a cap casualty. He played well. Ponder played well. They all played well, so I think we're just going to keep that depth for now. D-tackle, same thing. Jeremiah Farms was really good. Going to keep that depth. Farmer was good. Darius Harris, I don't think we need him. 7 years in the league, just not developing. Amari Gaynor, practice squad. Now, Otis Reese, I don't remember seeing his name doing anything in the preseason. We will cut him. And then corner. Franklin, got Miles Battle. These are like return guys. I think Scioli can go on the PS. And we still have to cut 4 players. Why does it seem like we don't? It seems like we don't have a lot of players, though. So why do we have to cut so many? Richie Grant played good. Schooler is a special teamer. Team captain, too. So, I mean, do we go with the 3 safeties and then put these 2 corners on the practice squad? Miles Battle, 3. We'll move battle to the PS. Probably that note. Ponder, he needs to make the team. I want to develop this guy too. We got a lot of edge rushers, man. Deontay Hurts. Do we put Chisholm? Chisholm played good though. Tommy DeVito. We just don't need the 3 quarterback. If we have an open roster spot, somebody goes on IR, we will bring you back. He didn't deserve to be cut. We're just some other guys played good that deserve to make the team. Now, these last 2 spots are probably going to go to practice squad. Now, with Farmer, Barmore, Williams, this nose tackle, one of the edge rushers has to go on the practice squad. Ponder, I feel like doesn't deserve. He had 4 sacks last season. He deserves to be on the roster. But what have you done for me in the preseason? This season, nothing. He probably didn't get in a lot though. And then he got this rookie that I drafted that I have high hopes for. So, man, this is tough. Tell you what, the nose tackle, move on to PS. I mean, they're still part of the team. It's not like I'm getting rid of them. You know what? Just release Darrell Taylor. Same situation like Trent Sherfield. I love Darrell Taylor. Go Hawks. But Ponder with the 4 sacks last year, I feel like deserved it. Yeah, we tried to develop him. I mean, if we don't bring back Jennings that season, yeah. So we got the final players. Let's upgrade the team, reset the depth chart, and get on to the regular season. Not mean to do that. All right, so on the depth chart, quarterback 1 will be Drake May with Joshua Dobbs. Running back will be Henderson, Stevenson, and Gibson, and Spillman. They have McGuire, the rookie tight end, as the blocker. I'm fine with that. And then Will Disley. And then Stevenson wide receivers will be A.J. Brown, Stephon Diggs, Boutte, Douglas, Kyle Williams, Chisholm. Tight end will be Hunter Henry, Disley, and Odukoa. Will Campbell, Dillard, Jarrett Wilson, Wallace, Medina, then Bradbury. Hold on. What are they doing? Owenu is out, right? So, with Owenu out, Medina's going to play guard, Bradbury's going to play center, and then right tackle will be Morgan Moses. But when Owenu comes back, Medina will move to center, Bradbury will be the backup. All right. Edge, it would be Caleb Chason, McLeod, Jennings, Ponder, Harold Landry. And then D tackle will be Barmore and Milton Williams and Farmer and Farms. Farmer and Farms. PH too. Stanley, Spillane, Mapu, Tavai, Stanley, and then Ellis when he comes back. Corner will be Carlton Davis, Gonzo, Marcus Jones, the rookie Franklin, and Dial. Free safety will be Hawkins and Schooler. And then we also got Richie Grant, Pettis, and Woodson. Long snapper will be Ashby. Then they have Medina and McGuire. That's fine. We'll go Bradbury, though, because he will be the backup. Kit return will be Antonio Gibson and Douglas. Hold on. Boy, Marcus Jones. It's going to be Marcus Jones and Gibson. And then punt return will be Marcus Jones and Kyle Williams and Douglas. Actually, instead of Gibson, let's go Kyle Williams and Marcus Jones. And then punt return will be Douglas, Jones, Gibson, Chisholm. Kickoff start will be Behringer, Third down back will be Gibson. Gadget will be Kyle Williams, Travion Henderson, Marcus Jones. I kind of want to put Douglas in there too, but we'll leave it like that just to get Kyle Williams more involved. And then power back will be Ramondre Stevenson, Travion Henderson. Slot receiver will be Boutte, Douglas Williams. Left edge will be Kayvon Chason. I kind of want to sub in this guy just to see. We'll do Kayvon Chason for now, though. And then on the right side, we will have Harold Landry. Jennings and Ponder. Rush D tackle will be Barmore, Farms. Or should we do Milton Williams? Who's the better nose tackle? 6'5", 6'3", 290. Speed. Yeah, so Barmore is the nose tackle. Right? And then Farmer. And then the rush D tackle should be Milton Williams, Farmer, and Barmore. So we got Farmer. Wait a minute. All right, Farms will go right here for nose tackle. Actually, no, I got it backwards. Farmer is the nose tackle, damn it. And these names are going to mess me up. Farms for the rush. All right, we got it. Sub linebacker will be Spillane. It will be Mapu and Jelani Tavai until we get Ellis back. And then slot corner will be Marcus Jones and Franklin and Dial Jr. So do we have any team captain slots available? Well, we already know Drake May. Is he a team captain? Yeah, he's a team captain. No, we do not. They are all named already. We pretty much have almost the same team. Mike Vrabel going into his second year, coach of the year. Second year as the Patriots head coach, longtime Patriot linebacker. Remember those goal line packages where he used to catch the ball from Tom Brady. And here's the auto-generated class. Already looking at our roster, we are going to need to rebuild the linebackers. Safety position, probably the O-line still with Morgan Moses and Onwenu. Definitely Morgan Moses. What do I see here? Quarterback that we don't need. We probably still need edge. Edge is a weak spot. Decent spot, not weak. There's another quarterback, D-line, edge, offensive tackle. A lot of trenches, edge and O-line. There's a receiver, John Tutt. I mean, if we don't believe in Kyle Williams or Boutte or Douglas, we draft a receiver. But we are, with 2 injuries, 84 overall, 85 offense, 83 defense. The offense getting a little bump now with A.J. Brown on the team. First game, home game against the Chicago Bears, who will be playing in Indiana in real life next season. Let's see if we can get the win, get the W here in week 1. And we do. 10-6, very, very, very defensive game. Old school, run the ball, shut their running game down, even though we kind of did. We shut their passing game down. They shut our passing game down. Both quarterbacks couldn't do nothing. We turned the ball over. How did we win this game? Time of possession, maybe? No, they had more time of possession. Penalty yards? They have more penalties. Okay. Nobody went for 2 points. We went for it on 4th down. How do we win this game? They have more total yards, more kick return yards, more punt return yards, more first downs. They have more passing yards. We just stole this game. We basically scored a touchdown in the 4th quarter, and Drake May did not play great. Got sacked once, 11-23, 47 completion percentage. Rushing, Travion Henderson, 19 attempts, 69 yards rushing. And then Antonio Gibson, the receiving back, with a touchdown. And Boutte with a 2-yard carry. We did not use Ramondre Stevenson. A.J. Brown in his debut, 6 catches, 64 yards. He was the leading receiver on both teams. Keyshawn Boutte, 3 catches. Hunter Henry, 2 catches. And we did not use Stephon Diggs. Gary Bradbury giving up a sack. That's why we drafted a center. 2 sacks for Kayvon Chason, proving it on his deal. And they missed a field goal. Cairo Santos costing them the game. They probably still would have lost by a point. Inside the 20 for Behringer, 69-yard punt. Practice squad player Gabe Rose was signed to our active roster. Don't know why. We do have trade offers for Anthony Jennings and Prince Amualayan and a 7th-round pick. That is actually not bad. Thank you, Carolina. What is happening with my headset? Having headset issues right now. Keeps dying on me, but I'm going to take this deal. We save about $3 million. We get a star dev young edge. They don't want Prince Amualayan. They want Anthony Jennings. I'm gonna do that. Done deal. And I was not expecting that trade, but we get an extra 7th-round pick too. So yeah, I'm gonna take that all day. So we add Prince Amualayan. I was not expecting this. On the edge, so he will play on that right side and sub in with Harold Landry. And we got Caleb on Chase on Harold Landry, and now we add Amualayan. And I mean, Caleb on Chase on just had 2 sacks though. He just had 2 sacks in that game. So I am gonna do that and keep it like that. Y'all also let me know in the comments if you can't hear me, because I'm having headset issues right now. I don't know what's wrong with it. Keeps dying. Turn it off, turn it back on, and I don't know. Just trying to finish this video though. But Prince Amualayan, Cloud. Okay, so you got it. So we make a trade after the Week 1 win against the Chicago Bears. Let's see if we can get a win against the Vikings. And we lose, so we probably shouldn't have made that trade. And we lose by a point, bro. Lose by a point, 28-29. We couldn't run the ball, pass the ball, no turnovers. Drake May with a hell of a game, 4 touchdowns, no picks, only 1 sack given up. They go with J.J. McCarthy, and we just couldn't run the football. We just couldn't run the football. I don't know why we're not using Travion Henderson, or not Travion Henderson, Ramondre Stevenson. He is our power back. Keyshawn Boutte looking to cash in on the big payday. 4 catches, 112, and 3 touchdowns. He had himself a game. Demario Douglas as our wide receiver 4. We love our wide receivers 4 and 5 and 6. But 1 catch, a bomb. He scores a touchdown. Both of them fighting for that wide receiver 3 spot. Robert Spillane with the sack. Harold Landry, Jelani Tavai. And they missed a field goal even. Another punt inside the 20. Marcus Jones with a 29-yard return. Demario Douglas, a couple of punt returns. But we lose. We do have a weekly award winner, and it is going to go to Drake May with the 4 passing touchdowns. We have a receiver breakout. This could be Keyshawn Boutte. Go up star dev. Get off that normal dev, and it is Keyshawn Boutte. And I think 100-plus receiving yards, if he can do that again, earn himself a new contract. Now, if he does earn himself a new contract and we roll with Keyshawn Boutte, what does that look like for Diggs? He is 32. So we'll have to just see about all that in the offseason. Let's focus on the Jacksonville Jaguars. This headset. I'm going to destroy this headset. But we lose to the Jaguars. (31-17), and we 11 rushing yards. Two touchdowns for Drake May. He balled out. Stephon Diggs, 100 yards. Antonio Gibson, a receiving touchdown. Kayshon Boutte, one catch for 12 yards. Might not give him a contract for that. But let me get a charger for this damn headset. Okay, hopefully my headset is on, but I'm disappointed in Kayshon Boutte. Let me actually make sure that this is on. Okay, I think we're good to go. But like I said, I'm disappointed in the rushing game right now. I'm just 7 yards for Travion Henderson. Uh, we just can't run the ball. I mean, Antonio Gibson, 3 yards rushing. And we might as well trade Ramondre Stevenson. He's not getting any carries. And then A.J. Brown and Stephon Diggs, they take over. And in a game where we needed Kayshon Boutte to get all the targets, he got one catch for 12 yards. So not good. This offense is not balanced right now. It's one-dimensional. It's predictable. Carlton Davis with a pick. Baragalez misses 2 field goals, and we lose the game. That was a terrible game. Terrible. But week 4, we got Green Bay. Receiver breakout. I'm not even going to entertain that because he did not hit it. But we got Green Bay on the road. Primetime game. And we get the dub. We go to 2-2, 24-13 with a bounce back statement game on Monday night. We still can't run the football. We're passing it, turning the ball over. Don't know where those turnovers came from. I swear if it's a Ramondre Stevenson fumble, he will be getting traded. Travion Henderson did not fumble. Kayshon Boutte got 3 carries. Antonio Gibson got 4. Where is Ramondre Stevenson? He gets a carry, and he actually scores a touchdown. Where did these turnovers come from? Just going for it on 4th down. Drake May did fumble. Maybe we lost that fumble. But A.J. Brown has been excellent in this offense. Stephon Diggs has been great. Kayshon Boutte has been up and down. Hunter Henry is non-existent. We threw it to all of our damn tight ends. Love the 2 tight end system. And Milton Williams, Harold Landry with half a sack. Craig Wilson with his first pick of his career. He did not have one last year in his rookie season. We are 2-2, back to 500. We got the Kansas City Chiefs. They're at 3-1, trying to get back to the juggernauts that they have been. But we need to get back to being a dynasty, like all those great Patriot teams. And we win. We beat the Chiefs at home. That was big. Did not expect that. 28-17. Great game for the defense. And we finally rushed for over 100 rushing yards. Passing game has been great. You know, we had to come back in this one in the second half. They were up 14-6. We held them to just 3 in the third quarter. No points in the fourth quarter. To do that to Mahomes, Drake May outplaying Mahomes. Mahomes didn't play bad, but look at that. Shout out to the O-line. 0 sacks, 4 sacks on Mahomes. Rush and Travion Henderson starting to get in the groove. Antonio Gibson getting some carries. Ramondre Stevenson just using them at the goal line. 2 touchdowns, 8 catches, 107 for A.J. Brown. The trade is working out. And then a touchdown for Will Dissly. That's why we brought him in. No sacks given up from the O-line. And then Milton Williams, Harold Landry, Quinn Stanley, the Sam linebacker rookie, Robert Stillane getting the sack. And then Baragales misses 2 field goals. Would it be crazy to cut the kicker during the season? No, it would not. Mock draft 1 is out. We better be mocked to be picking at 32. We are not. They have us picking at 23. Playoff team. They have us taking a wide receiver. I mean, we do have Boutte and Douglas in their contract year. We still got Kyle Williams on the roster, but we still could look to add to the wide receiver room. So I do not hate that. Leo Pinter out of what does it say? Out of what? Wisconsin. Now, when I look at these prospects, last video, I explained how I know what the dev traits are now based off of something on the screen that I'm not going to spoil for you guys. So if you don't know the trick, I'm not gonna expose it. So I'm going to keep my eyes, my vision, even though I'm no vision, I'm going to keep my vision on just the player profile, looking at the key ratings, maybe even the top fits, and that way, you know, I make it fair. I'm not cheating the game. I'm not drafting all the superstars and the X Factors. So I'm going to be just as surprised as everybody else when I get there, if I get hidden devs. We got a lot of normals in the first draft class, but got to hinder myself a little bit. We do have a Thursday night primetime game against the Buffalo Bills. And let's see if we can beat Josh Allen and them. 3-2 division game. Something's got to give. And we give up the loss. 30-24. Looks like that game might have went to OT. And it did. We were up 21-7 at the half. Gave up a lead in the fourth quarter. And blew it in overtime. Running the ball well now. No turnovers. Drake May playing like an MVP again. Josh Allen playing like an MVP. Travion Henderson getting better each game. Ramondre Stevenson, goal line back. Travion Henderson out of the backfield. Hunter Henry with a touchdown. Prince Amuelane getting his first sack as a Patriot. We got him into the rotation now. Caleb Chason, ever since that first game, he's been kind of quiet. He has been kind of quiet. Week 7, we got a division game against Miami. See if we can beat them. And then we got the Steelers, we got the Seahawks. And we kind of have like a up and down, not consistent. This team really doesn't have an identity right now. Defense played great in that game, though. We shut them out the first 3 quarters. We gave up a late touchdown in the fourth. But we ran the ball, passed the ball. We were really balanced, no turnovers. Just a well put together game for us. 3 touchdowns with Drake May. Who the hell is this guy? Mello McDonald, rookie quarterback. Travion Henderson, Gibson, and then receiving A.J. Brown, 10 catches, 115. Boutte, 38 and a touchdown. Hunter Henry starting to find the end zone now. Sack for Milton Williams. Pick for Christian Gonzalez, his first of the season. And Baragales gets his field goal blocked. So that was not on him. That's more on the protection of the special teams. We are second in the division right now. 4-3 would be the 7th seed. A.J. Brown, second in receiving yards. So trading for A.J. Brown was definitely worth it. And we lose 31-8. What a weird score. We were down 17-0 at the half. Scored our 8 points in the third quarter and just replicated what we did in the first 2 quarters. 0 points. Bad game. And I always hate losing to the Steelers, especially now. That Anthony Richardson on the Steelers, though, that I could see that playing out, though, in real life. That would be one of the trade destinations that he would go to. I would hate it, but Jaylen Warren ran all over us. Caleb Johnson, DK, Kayshon Boutte with a touchdown. We got Will Campbell giving up a couple of sacks. He's been great this season, though. The whole O-line has been great. Kyle Duggar, the former Patriot, They traded him last season, mid-season at the trade deadline. He gets his revenge. We are at the mid-season mark. We got Seattle Super Bowl rematch. We just played them in the preseason. We lost to them. It is a Monday night game. They're 5-2. We're 4-4. I do want to look at the stats to see how some of these guys are doing. See if we need to make any adjustments. Travion Henderson does not have a touchdown. A.J. Brown's leading the team. Boute's leading the team in touchdowns. Do we go to Douglas, wide receiver 3? I don't think so. O-line's playing great. D-line, who has the most sacks? Milton Williams, Harold Landry, Caleb Chase on just outside of that one game. Woodson, Davis. But Harold Landry, he's playing great. That's what I'm going to do. I think for Travion Henderson, Gibson's playing well, but I want to see what he can do as a 3-down back. Ramondre Stevenson, I know we've been using him at goal line, but we're going to go all in on Travion Henderson. Boute leading the team in touchdowns, so I was going to give Douglas a chance in the slot, see what he do, but I mean, we might lose both of them anyway. So for right now, Boute while he's hot. Prince, Landry. Did we ever get Ellis back? We did. But Jelani Tavai is a starter, buddy. But a sub linebacker. Oh, I forgot about the O-line, too. So we got Mapu, Tavai. We're going to go with Tavai. And I guess the rookie Stanley. No, we'll go Mapu. Man, got to fix the O-line. So, center should be Medina now and Awenu. So, that was kind of messed up. But I'm glad we fixed it. Now, we're going to need to upgrade the players for this game. This is really important. We need to get back over 500. We'll go Drake May. He's already a scheme fit. We'll go strong arm. And he is playing like an MVP with that X factor. Milton Williams having a great year too. But let's see if we can beat the Hawks at home. Revenge, Super Bowl rematch. It's in Gillette Stadium. Prime time, Monday night, and we win. 17-13, close game. And hopefully this game, they can put the Super Bowl behind them. Drake May outdoing Sam Darnold this time around. They re-signed K9. Travion Henderson, 50 yards rushing. And look at that. I put Travion Henderson, this is so backwards. I put Travion Henderson in as a 3rd down and power back, and now they give Ramondre Stevenson more than just 1 carry. Kayshon Boutte with the touchdown, trying to hold on to that wide receiver 3 spot. He does not want Demario Douglas or Kyle Williams to get a chance. Milton Williams having a Pro Bowl type season. Marcus Jones with a half a sack. No picks. Baragales is really testing my patience right now, bro. He is really testing my patience. Missing these field goals, man. Can we pile up more than just 1 win? Oh, I forgot about the contract negotiations. Gonzo, we declined the 5th-year option. Why? Because we got to pay him. And we're going to give him whatever the hell he wants. It is a $87.7 million signing bonus guaranteed. It is a total contract of $168 million with $80 million over 6 years, and that will be a $24 million cap hit. Up to 32.5. He gets whatever the hell he wants. We're going to up the bonus money. We're going to leave the salary at, we're going to up it. And he's going to get that, and he's going to take half of our cap space. Now, Mike Awenu, this is why I said we might have to rebuild the O-line. We got to wait on that. Demario Douglas, contract year. He's replaceable. Hunter Henry, we might have to get younger at tight end. Jalen Hawkins might have to get younger. Boute, we can't pay 3 wide receivers. So most of these guys, who the hell is this guy? Star Devs. What? That's that practice squad guy that they just randomly signed? All these guys might be gone. Drake May, we will decline that 5th-year option, and we're going to have to pay him soon. So, definitely Super Bowl window closing in for them, because once we pay the quarterback, all hell's going to break loose. But see if we can beat the Chargers on the road. Same record. Somebody's going to be 5-5, and somebody's going to be 6-4. We definitely want to be 6-4. We want to be knocking on the door of the playoffs. We want an AFC East division title. We want try to get that number one seed again. Try to get back at least to the AFC Championship game. But we're eyeing the Super Bowl. And we do get our second win in a row. We beat the Chargers in a game that could be playoff implications, seeding implications. We ran. They outpassed us. But no touchdowns or picks for Drake May. Antonio Gibson with a touchdown, so we're just rotating him and Ramondre Stevenson in whenever the hell we feel like it. None of the receivers had a breakout game or a big game. Caleb Chason, Marte Mapu, Christian Gonzalez, a new paid man. He gets a pick, and then look at that. Andre Baragles get on his ass, and he makes a 57-yarder. Makes all of his extra pointers. Another punt inside the 20. And we have a D lineman breakout. Who is this? Milton Williams, maybe? Going up to superstar. Is it Caleb Chason? Christian Gonzalez trying to go. Now he needs 3 combined TFLs, forced fumbles, pass deflections, sacks. I don't know about that one. I kind of want to choose a new goal for him. 5 plus tackles, 2 TFLs, 2 pass deflections, and a pick, 4 tackles, and 3 pass deflections. Let's go with this one. I think he can get a pick. He's a shutdown corner. He's had, a couple of picks the last couple of games. So let's test him. Let's get a pick. And 2 pass deflections. So I hope we're playing the Jets, so we should be able to get that. I don't know who their quarterback is. I think they drafted one. And they had us picking at 20-something, and we're picking at 20-something, 24. They have us taking an edge rusher. I don't hate it. Don't hate it. There's a lot of positions that we're going to need on this team. So I can see us taking an edge rusher. We got the Jets division game. We're 6-4. Where does that leave us? The Bills are at 7-2. We're just 1 game behind them. The Bengals at 8-2. We beat Kansas City, who are at 5-4, but they're leading their division. And we beat the Chargers, who are right behind them. Man, look at that AFC West. You got the Raiders 5-5, Texans 5-5, Jacksonville and the Colts battling at the top at 8-2. So the AFC looking kind of good this year. See if we can go 3 wins in a row, beat the Patriots, jump to 7-4. We'll be a couple wins away from a winning season with at least 9 wins, and we lose to the damn Jets, 20-14, by 6 points. Here's that glitch with the schedule where you have to back out of the franchise, then you have to go back in, and then the schedule will be updated with the updated score. Annoying. Fix your game. Fix it. (14-20). Didn't score any points in the second half. And who are the Jets quarterback? Yeah, they drafted a guy. Franchise quarterback of the future. Trevion Henderson was good. Drake May rushed for a touchdown. Receivers kind of cooled down. Milton Williams, Carlton Davis, and Gonzo does not get the pick. He does not get the upgraded depth trade. But if he has a great season, he could get it, Super Bowl week anyway. So we're not even going to click that. We do have a new injury, and it is Marcus Jones, our third corner. So the rookie corner will be getting in the game. Forgot his name. 6'3" Franklin. All right, so he will get in. He will be our new slot corner for right now. And also, Marcus Jones plays a big role in the return game. So now it will be Kyle Williams and Douglas. I kind of want to go Chisholm, though. I'll go Kyle Williams and Chisholm. Chisholm's kind of slow, though. Yeah, we'll go Douglas. Oh, no, we'll go Gibson. We'll go Antonio Gibson and Kyle Williams. And then punt return will be Demario Douglas and Chisholm. And then instead of Stephon, and then we'll go this rookie running back, Spillman. All right, Lions. 7-3 Lions, 6-5 Patriots, and we lose 2 games in a row. 31-28. And that game right there could potentially cost us. We could not stop David Montgomery. But that game could have costed us a chance. There goes A.J. Brown. He finally wakes up again. Travion Henderson with a receiving touchdown. Will Dissly, he's having a great season as our tight end too. Um, Defense, man. He's just out 3 punts inside the 20. Shout out to Bryce Behringer. But Marcus Jones getting injured. That is going to hurt. We're going to delegate that. We got the Dolphins. Our division is not even good right now, man. It's literally just us and the Bills. Us and Josh Allen. You know. So I would love to win the division, but we need to win some games. We're probably looking at a wild card. 29-28. That's the second time this season. It happened in the Vikings game right there. 29-28, Monday night game. We're winning our primetime games, though. Winning our division games. Dropped 15 on them in the fourth quarter at Drake May's second game of the season where he throws 4 touchdowns, no picks, looking like an MVP. I don't think he's going to win MVP this season, though. 2 touchdowns for Kayshon Boutte. Hunter Henry with a touchdown. Antonio Gibson with a touchdown. Will Campbell giving up sacks now. Milton Williams leading the team in sacks. We have a pick for Christian Gonzalez, which he did that during the dev trade scenario. And what is our record? We have a bye week, a late bye week. And looking at our rankings, with a 16th offense, 15th passing, 17th rushing. So middle of the pack. Middle of the pack defense when it comes to scoring. Our secondary is giving up a lot of yards, and then almost 219 a game, 220 a game. And then, once again, 17 stopping the run. So we're just a middle of the road team in our record. Middle of the road. We're 7-6. And then looking at it, we would be the 7th seed. Don't really got to worry about the Jets or the Dolphins, even though we did lose to the Jets. We got to worry about like the Ravens, the Chiefs, and Raiders. We beat the Chargers. So looking at this, we should be able to make the playoffs. We have a weekly award winner. It's going to go to Drake May. That's his second on the season. We are at the bye week, so we are going to upgrade the team. I think we had just one hidden dev, which was the rookie center. We'll do maybe slot for Gonzo. I was really trying to get his press up. It went up 2. Drake May, we will do... He's eating in this scheme. We'll do field general. Get him up to a 96. He's up to a 99 with the morale boost. And then, everybody... Oh, let's look at Medina, the rookie. We'll go pass protection. And I do see... Superstar Dev, let's go. So, in a draft where it looked like a weak draft for us, and maybe we don't need an edge rusher because we made the trade for Prince and Mulalea. But maybe we should start him second half. Caleb Chason has been, like, outside of that game where he had 2 sacks, he hasn't done nothing. So, with that being said, we're going Prince. And then on this side, we'll go Caleb Chason, Ponder. Yeah. Do we have Marcus Jones back? We do. All right, so Marcus Jones is back. He should be our slot corner. He should be our main primary return guy. We might have to chill on the return, though, so he doesn't get injured again. So this will be Gibson and Marcus Jones, and then we're going to take him off the punt. We'll go Demario Douglas and let him rest a little bit with the return game because he just came back from injury. Don't want to overwork him. And the Bills are running away with the division. They're up, 4 games on us with just about 4 games left in the season. So we probably give them the crown now for an AFC East title, division winner or whatever. But we need to make the playoffs. Even if we have to be the 7th seed. So that's what our focus is right now. Make the playoffs. Have a winning season. Get back to the dance. And maybe we win the dance competition. And we can't beat these teams, man. We better not get swept by the Jets. If the Jets get the broom and the dustpans against us, what is this score? 20-25. We lose a Thursday night game. Lost to the Raiders. Lost to the Jets. We're losing to all the teams that usually pick at the top of the draft. Las Vegas, Daniel Jones. We sacked him 5 times. And we still lost. What has happened to A.J. Brown and Stephon Diggs? Like, Come on. Throw them the ball. What is happening? Harold Landry with 3 sacks. Milton Williams with the sack. Kayvon Chason wants to get sacks now that I put him on the bench. Inside the 20, we got a Pro Bowl punter, man. Inside the 20, 3 different times. We have another weekly award winner. This is Harold Landry, 11 tackles and 3 sacks. We cannot get swept by the Jets. And right now, we're not. The Raiders take our playoff spot. Beat the Jets or we're out. We lose this game, we're out. There's no hope. We're not making the playoffs. I don't care if we win the rest of the way. We're out. We're out. We're out. 35-29. We get swept by the damn Jets, bro. We lost to the Bills. We beat the Dolphins. We swept the Dolphins. We still got to play the Bills. We lost so bad to the Jets, they don't even want to show us the score. And I don't even care. We got the Sunday night game against the 5-10 Broncos at home in Gillette Stadium. Gonna take an L to them too. Okay. Win that game. Do we have a chance to make the playoffs? Will Campbell and Carlton Davis are both out. We are the 8th seed with Baltimore as the 6th seed. We're 1 game behind them. Is there any chance we can make the playoffs? Houston right behind us in the 9th seed. They're 8-8. The Raiders are 8-8. See, I knew it was going to come down to that damn Raiders game. We beat Kansas City, so if they win, we probably get the edge over them. The Raiders could win the division now. Raiders could win the division if they win and the Chargers lose. I don't know what their thing looks like. When we played the Chargers, did we win? We did. So this could go many a ways. Either the Chargers are getting in, the Raiders are getting in, or we're getting in, or Houston gets in. Those are the 4 teams right now. Baltimore looks like they're going to get in, even if they lose. They'll just jump down from 6 to 7. I can't believe I just said those 2 numbers. But we have a new injury. Is Will Campbell and Carlton Davis both out. We need to upgrade the players on this team right now. We need to be at full strength. Travion Henderson, trying to develop him. Get him up to an 84. I don't even think he has 1,000 yards rushing on this season. Medina gets an ability. But 14-2 Bills, and we got to beat them to try to sneak into the playoffs. So we need to win, control our destiny, and I need to see who the Raiders, Chargers, and Texans are playing. And I bet you they're playing against each other. So the Chargers are playing the Cardinals, 6-10. Chargers are probably going to win that game. Raiders are playing Denver, who we just beat, but they do have to go on the road. And we play the Bills. Who was the other team that I mentioned that needed to lose? The Texans. Who are the Texans playing? Who is Houston playing? They're playing Green Bay at home. Green Bay's 13-3. So just win. I don't think we are. We lost to like the Jets and the Raiders, and we got to be the 14-2 Bills team that looks like they are primed to make a Super Bowl run. Oh, this doesn't cost Vrabel his job either. I do have coach firing on, and we lose. So we don't make the Super Bowl. We have the Super Bowl hangover. We're not getting in. Vrabel does not get fired. Thank God. 8-9. Losing record. 14th offense, 18th passing, 19 rushing. Just middle of the pack, middle of the road. 24th defense, 13th secondary, 19th stopping the run. Mock draft 3 is out. And we know we are going to be picking now. Not even in the 20s no more. We slipped all the way down to 18. And they do have us taking another edge rusher out of Oregon. But we need a lot of help. We need a lot of things. Let's upgrade the team. We'll look at the stats. Get to the off season where we gotta make some moves. Let's go improviser. But we do have our quarterback in Drake May. There were some games this season where he didn't have a great game, but he had a couple of weekly award winners. So this isn't on Drake May. I mean, he threw for 3,700 passing yards, top 10 in passing touchdowns, 6 picks, another MVP type season for him. averaging 213 passing yards per game, rating over 100, 102.3. Longest pass was 52, and he only got sacked 28 times. Now the completion percentage could be up a little bit, but Drake May, another great year for him. Damn it, Travion Henderson was just about 11 yards shy of 1,000 yards, but he did average over right at 4 yards per carry, 6 touchdowns, no fumbles, but the longest rush of the season was 11 yards, a first down with 1 yard extra. So Travion Henderson will be our running back of the future. Gibson had 3 touchdowns. Ramondre Stevenson, who had those goal line touchdowns. Drake May fumbled twice, and Ramondre Stevenson fumbled once. Receiving, A.J. Brown, 1 yard or 1 catch shy of 90 catches, but 1,100 receiving yards, 6 touchdowns, and then 12 touchdowns for Kayshon Boutte, who probably will now get a big payday. Not with us. Diggs was underwhelming. Hunter Henry could be a little bit better. 3 touchdowns for Will Dissly, a touchdown for Mario Douglas. Him and Boutte are probably gone, and Kyle Williams will be next up, or if we draft a receiver. O-line. Under 10 for a tackle is good. Will Campbell had a good season. We can leave him at tackle for now. Jared Wilson did not have a great season at guard. Morgan Moses had a great season at tackle. Does he retire in the offseason? And then Owenu, who was kind of banged up, but he had a great season. And then Bradbury wasn't that bad, but he got moved to the bench. And Medina, as a starter, gave up 0 sacks. This man better be offensive lineman of the year. He better be Pro Bowl, All-Pro in his rookie year. And give him an X factor, damn it. Robert Spillane, tackle machine, over 147, but our defense is probably on the field a lot. 2 TFLs, 1.5 sacks. Craig Wilson, over 100 tackles, 2 sacks, got a first, 2 TFLs, got a pick. Marte Mapu, over 100 tackles, 2 TFLs, 1 sack, 1 pick. Great season for him. Now, mind you, he is our backup Mike linebacker, but he was our sub linebacker 3. He is a gadget player too, can play safety, can play linebacker. Jalen Hawkins brought him back. He did not prove it to us that he could get a long-term extension. Carlton Davis was banged up this season. Milton Williams was great. 9 sacks, 8 TFLs, worth the money that they paid him. Harold Landry was our best edge rusher. He needs some help. Marcus Jones was banged up. Christian Gonzalez was Christian Gonzalez. Calebon Chason had that 1 game with 2 sacks. He did not prove it. Just 1 more sack after that. Stanley was good for a rookie at the same linebacker position. Jelani Tavai, we need some help at linebacker. Prince Mulan, I mean, we traded for him. Def piece, I mean, saved money on Anthony Jennings. And then Barmore could have been better, but he was more of our nose tackle. Ellis was hurt, so. And then Ponder and Farms. Ponder, who had a great season last season, we didn't give him a chance this season. And then Farms was a preseason beast, but that's all he was. So, Lil Williams led the team in sacks. Deflections, we had 10 for Robert Spillane, 6 for Woodson, 5 for Marte Mapu, Carlton Davis, and Christian Ellis with the forced fumbles. We had no safeties. We had a block by Jelani Tavai, and we had a defensive touchdown by Gonzo. Kicking, he missed the extra pointer, made a 57-yarder, and he missed 7 field goals. Down year for him. Behringer, inside the 2014 times, longest 73, average 54.5. Net average 52.7. No special teams touchdowns from Marcus Jones this season. Yearly Awards MVP is probably going to be Josh Allen. It is Josh Allen with his 2nd of his career. Coach of the Year goes to Liam Cohen. AFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Rashee Rice. Defensive Player of the Year goes to T.J. Watt. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Deontay Gore of the Jets. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Taylor Clemens on the Raiders. And I feel like offensive lineman, man, our center didn't give up no sacks. Best quarterback goes to Josh Allen. We got Drake May at 8. Running back goes to Jonathan Taylor. We got Travion at 6. Receiver goes to Rashee Rice. Okay, they got Kayshon Boutte over here, but no A.J. Brown? Ridiculous. Offensive alignment goes to AVT of the Jets, and we got Owenu at 6. Where is our rookie center? No recognition. Disrespected. TJ Watt for best D lineman. Linebacker goes to Peyton Wilson. No Patriots. DB goes to Marlon Humphrey. Where's Gonzo? They just disrespecting us at this point. Kicking goes to Evan McPherson. You're not going to see Baragles on there because he missed too many damn field goals. Playoff bracket, you see there, Green Bay, Buffalo. Will that be the matchup in the Super Bowl? I don't know. Texans ended up getting in. Chargers ended up getting in. Suck it, Raiders. You didn't get in, damn it. And nobody else from the AFC East. We were second. We were the 10th seed. Yeah, Raiders didn't get in. Texans snuck in there. So, if we had won, we would have got in. Baltimore, they won their game. So, we're not in. So, why are we worried about it? We need to worry about what we need to do in the offseason. There's going to be a lot of changes. And this team, a lot of questions. What do we do at receiver 3? What did we do at edge? What did we do at safety? What do we do on the O-line? You know, we went all in with the trade for A.J. Brown. That worked out for A.J. Brown, but it didn't work out for the rest of the team. Do we have any Pro Bowlers? I think Drake May got snubbed. I'll tell you that off rip. He got snubbed. I think A.J. Brown got snubbed. Our center, big snub. Now, Milton Williams, snubbed. Gonzo, snubbed. Behringer, deserving. And Demario Douglas, who we're letting walk, makes the Pro Bowl. Demario Douglas and Bryce Behringer, our punter. Our wide receiver 4 and our punter. Now, we love our punters, we love our wide receiver 4s, but come on, man. Just down year all around. Vrabel keeps his job, though. And when you look at it, no dev trait downgrades, no upgrades. Medina gave up no sacks and does not get rewarded. Hunter Henry loses a superstar dev. He is in a contract year. Do we move on from him at tight end? That's another thing. Do we pay him? We got to pay Drake May next season. We got A.J. Brown on the books. Does Stephon Diggs retire? We got a lot of retirement questions. Hunter Henry could retire too. Morgan Moses could retire. Do we bring back a Winu? He is our best offensive lineman. So, a lot of questions. Milton Williams, great season. Farmar has star dev. Did not know that. Farmar got Carlson Davis, Gonzo, Marcus Jones, Woodson. Didn't know Richie Grant had star dev. It's not all about the dev traits, though, but we definitely need help on edge. And, yeah, we need help. We need a lot of help. Got to rebuild his defense. Let's get to the offseason. Didn't even look at the Super Bowl. I think the Colts were in there. And it is the Colts beating Green Bay in the Super Bowl. Cam Bynum, Skull, is your Super Bowl MVP. The Colts get their 3rd Super Bowl ring. Josh Allen is your NFL MVP. Liam Cohen, receiver, Rice, TJ Watt. Carl Wright, wide receiver, rookie for the Giants. And then Mike, linebacker, Taylor Clemens for the Raiders. Who was the quarterback that led the Colts to the Super Bowl? It wasn't Anthony Richardson. Wasn't Daniel Jones, because he went to the Raiders on here. Who is the quarterback? That's the type of season it was. Marcus Mariota leads the Colts to a, so I should say Cam Bynum. Cam Bynum is your Super Bowl MVP. Mock Draft 4 is out, and we are picking at 18, and they have us taking some edge rushers, and they're going to remain the same. They have us taking an edge rusher. 6'6", 271, Kate Allen. So, I mean, not bad. Retirements. This is a big one for us. So, who do we lose? There goes Cooper Kupp. Aaron Rodgers signed with the Rams? What? Oh, yeah, because Stafford retired, I think, after year 1. They lose Devontae Adams. But we lose Morgan Moses, and we lose Stephon Diggs. We lose Diggs. So, Boutte, who we were going to let leave. Do we bring him back? And then we go with Kyle Williams. Do we go to Pro Bowl Demario Douglas, who may be cheaper than Boutte? Will there be another receiver on the market in free agency? Do we draft? Oh, man, that just made it tougher. But, I mean, we keep a Winu. We keep Hunter Henry, whose contract is up, so we may not keep him. But I mean, that's all I wanted to see there. But we'll auto upgrade these practice squad players. It should be the practice squad players. Yes, it is. Oh man, this is it's gonna be a free agency and a re-signing period. It leaves a lot of questions now. Diggs retiring gives us a little bit of wiggle room to work with. Now, Drake May, I'm going to decline the 5th-year option because we want to just pay our franchise quarterback. Owenu, he's the best offensive lineman that we got. He did not have a bad season. Man. Butte, 20 and a half. It's too much, man. We got to pick. Douglas made the Pro Bowl. So, and we got Kyle Williams. So, Owenu, Hunter Henry. I'm willing to let. Now I like this guy right here. I mean, star dev, 69 overall, def piece. Got elevated from the practice squad. I will sign him. It's crazy that he was just our first re-signing. Caleb on Chason's gone. He disappointed. Marte Mapu was really good. We could keep him. Def piece, played really well. And Bryce Behringer made the Pro Bowl. And he's going to get rewarded for that. Give him a 3-year deal. We got to play this smart now. I think Mapu. I like what he did. If he'll take that. Owenu and Douglas and Henry are the 3. Now we gotta. I think Douglas. We'll give the Mario Douglas a 3-year deal. If he takes that, boom, Keyshawn Butte is gone, and we have Kyle Williams. It's not about. I was gonna say. I mean, he's cheaper. He is 1 year older, but he's cheaper. He has the better dev trait, and we got Kyle Williams too. So we'll see if he can step out as the wide receiver too with Diggs leaving. And then Owenu and Henry are the big ones. We need to protect Drake May. I think Owenu, give him like a 3-year deal, up the money a little bit, and he wants to sign Hunter Henry. 2-year deal. I mean, I think we let him test. Hunter Henry, we let test. Keyshawn Butte's gone. Go get a payday somewhere else. Jalen Hawkins was disappointing. Gibson, we don't need. Caleb on Chason was disappointing. Joshua Dobbs with the mentor tag. Does he still have it? He does. And I think he can keep being a mentor. So that is valuable. Ellis was hurt. Dillard, Ben Brown, Bradbury's been replaced. Will Disley had a good season, but we could draft Hunter Henry's replacement. And we may have to replace Hunter Henry anyway. So, I mean, losing Keyshawn Butte, Caleb on Chason, we lost Stephon Diggs to retirement, but now we can look at our roster and see what we need. We have our quarterback. We have our running back. We have Douglas, who has to step up as wide receiver 2. Kyle Williams has to step up as wide receiver 3. And we have Chisholm as our wide receiver 4. So, I mean, we just got cheaper, at receiver. We lose Diggs, lose Butte. The next guys step up. Tight end, big question. Do we bring Hunter Henry back or draft? We got Will Campbell. We got Jarrett Wilson, who needs to play better. We got Medina. We got Owenu back. And Morgan Moses retired, so we are going to need a right tackle. We are going to need edge. We still have Prince Amulayan, who we're going to probably move to the left side. And then we got Harold Landry still. Milton Williams, Barmore, and Farmer. So we have our 3 linemen. Now, we got Spillane still, but could be a casualty, but he was our leading tackle. We also brought back Marte Mapu, who played well, and then Jelani Tavai was not good. So we do need a will linebacker. We have our 3 corners, and we need a safety. So I would say free safety, will linebacker, edge, right tackle, tight end are the 5 spots we need to look at. And when I look at it, Don't need running back. Receiver. Zay Flowers is here. Went to Boston College. I paid DeMario Douglas. Already, so that would eat up all our cap space. Tyreek Hill is here, but we don't need any more old receivers. Kayshon Boutte is going to get... He has no offers, but I think another team will make him an offer, just not right now. Hunter Henry is the best tight end available. So he has no offers, so we'll see if we can get him back like on a 2-year deal. I will down the money a little bit, or I'll up it. I'll up it just a little bit, see if he takes that deal. And then, is there any right tackles? I mean, there's Taylor Moton, who would just be a Band-Aid placeholder, but nah. Edge rusher, no. D tackle, I mean, Milton Williams and DeForest Buckner, Grover Stewart, Christian Wilkins, that's all great, but no. Van Ginkel, no. Mike Linebacker, Jack Campbell's here. Zaire Franklin. Drew Tranquil, though, is here, but that's not worth eating all of our cap space. Marlon Humphreys up to an X factor. He's there, but don't need him. We need a free safety. There's nothing there. I mean, Ronnie Hickman, play close to his home of New Jersey. Wouldn't be bad. It still wouldn't stop us from drafting one. Bring in like a Ronnie Hickman, a depth piece. Bring in like a Ronnie Hickman to compete. See if we can get him on a cheap deal. I mean, if the Colts beat us out, so be it. Yeah, they beat us out. Bengals trying to steal Hunter, and they do. Them SOBs, man. Who is this superstar punter? The hell? But Hunter Henry will be going to Cincinnati to play with Joe Burrow. Okay. What do we do at tight end now? Jake Tunges? Tommy Tremble? Well, I'll tell you what. Need to bring Will Dissly back because he did have 3 touchdowns for us. So we at least have a tight end on the roster. Just sign. All right, mock draft 5. Dolphins going quarterback. We're going to have to deal with that. And they still have us taking the edge. And right now, we have a lot more holes than just edge. So, when we go to the prospects, we need now. We could use a fullback because we don't technically have one on the roster. Could still go receiver, but if we do, it'll be more of like one of these day 3 guys. 6'2", 233. Remember, I'm not looking at a certain part of the screen because I don't want to know what their depth traits are. But we got more important positions to fill than receiver. Tight end being a priority. So this is the fastest tight end now. Levi Ringer ran a 4.43, second in jumping, and he's the fastest tight end. We're gonna put him on the list. Another 4.43 guy. and he has what? Elite acceleration, elite speed, elite change of direction, something. And he's a better route runner and better catcher than the other one. So William Banks, we could probably get in the second round. And I like this guy right here, more of a possession guy. He's the third fastest, second strongest, great balance of speed and strength, and I like him. And then we do need a tackle on the right side. Sterling Culliver, elite, great, decent strength. We will put him on the list. Got another one, Jarrett Walters. Great strength. A run block power, but F injury, could be injury prone. And then edge. We do need edge help. I don't really see somebody on that left side. What about the right side? Lorenzo Barber. I think we're going to go at Harold Landry and Prince Ilumalayan, though. But we'll put this guy on the list. We'll put this power rusher right here out of Miami. He's solid. We'll put him on the list. But looks like edge rusher might be out of the We do need will linebacker. And will linebacker, this is the fastest guy, Cedric Broughton. Will linebacker is one of those positions. They're not that hard to draft. Corner, we're fine. Free safety, we didn't get Ronnie Hickman. So we may need to trade down, bro, in this draft and just pick up more. So I don't think we have a second or third round pick. Once we pick in the first round, we might have to trade out of the first round. Once we pick in the first round, yeah, we don't have any more picks. So, I mean, yeah, we're going to need to sign some free agents. I know we need to save this money for Drake May, but we're going to have to sign somebody. We lost out on Ronnie Hickman. Don't want to bring Jalen Hawkins back. We're done with that. Chuck Clark, I mean, close home to Pennsylvania, historic championships. Forget about the weather, man. Juan Thornhill maybe would fit the scheme. Championships. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. Juan Thornhill, Chuck Clark. I think Chuck Clark at 32, Juan Hill at 31. I mean, Chuck Clark, we could still draft a guy, but at least we'll have somebody there. And let's see if we can get Chuck Clark. Wasn't my first target. Did we sign Will Dissly? Can you just sign with us already, bro? Thank you. Will Dixley, Chuck Clark, weak free agency for us, but we need to save that money. Got to pay Drake May. Lost Stephon Diggs. Lost Kayshon Boutte. And now it's time to rebuild through the draft. We're probably going to have to trade out of our first round pick. We'll look at the free agency. We got Kevin Williams goes to the Cardinals. Zay Flowers to the Texans. Jack Campbell to the Steelers. Tyreek Hill to the Titans. Ryan Kelly, Washington. DeForest Buckner, Saints. Marlon Humphrey, Washington. Who else went to Washington? Ryan Kelly. Nobody signed that superstar punter. If we didn't have that Pro Bowl type season we just had with Bryce Banner, I probably would have went after him. Hunter Henry, kiss my ass going to Cincinnati, but don't blame you. Play with Joe Burrow. Private workouts. I do want to work out one of these tight ends. I think Levi Ring. We'll probably, if we have to take. So free safety we signed, tight end we signed. Still need edge. Still need tackle. So I feel like we may not get these. We don't have these draft picks though. Don't have these draft picks. So we might have to look at one of these guys. We'll look at Ringer. We'll look at Walters. And we'll look at Vega. Because there's plenty of will linebackers that'll probably fall to us. So Vega's around 2 to 3. I mean, elite agility, be awareness. He's a great kick returner. But we got Marcus Jones. Right tackle, round 2 to 3. A awareness, A injury, A pass block, He's a pass blocker, but he does have B run block, so I do like that. So even though the talent says 2 to 3 and he's projected round 1, I don't hate it. And then tight end, he's a round 1 talent. We got to get Levi Ranger. A catching traffic, A deep route running, and he's a great blocker, B run blocking. He has A deep route running, B run block finesse, B spectacular catch. Yeah, he's our Hunter Henry replacement. Levi Ringer, if he's not going in the mock, I mean, the mock doesn't always go as planned, though. So let's see. We do pick at 18. Should be able to fall to us. But we may need to trade down to acquire more picks so we can get like a second or third round. So let's see if the Dolphins end up taking that quarterback, because we're going to have to deal with that, and they do. We're going to just skip to my pick at 18. And it doesn't look like he went. Now, let's see if we can trade the pick. And we don't want to screw ourselves, so Seahawks will give me pick 27, and I'll pick up a second and third next year. I need a second and third for this year. We get a third, but we give up our first. The Jets, no, I'm not doing business with y'all. Eagles will give us 2 7s this year. I don't see anything I like, so we're just gonna have to take best player available for us. And is it this tackle? You got an edge here. Right tackle with the 3 elites. We do need a right tackle. But I think losing Boutte, losing Stephon Diggs, I want to keep Drake May happy. And with the round 1 talent, I like the tight end. Levi Ranger. We couldn't bring back Hunter Henry. We bring in Will Dissly, bring him back. I think we go Levi Ranger as our Hunter Henry replacement. And hoping that he can be the next Gronk. Now, Ringer was 16th in the class. We got him at 18, so right around where he should have gone. Quiet, soft hands that catches everything. Receiver speed at tight end. All-star contested catch ability. So a different type of tight end than Hunter Henry. And you see there with the 90 speed, 87 acceleration, 73 strength, he is going to be a game changer for this offense. And it just adds another weapon for Drake May. And we don't pick again until the 4th round, which sucks. When we need safety, we need tackle, we need will linebacker. I probably should have seen if there's anybody on the roster that I could have used to trade up. Maybe like Ramondre Stevenson, goddammit. Should have thought about that. But let's see who is on the board at positions of need. I know we need a fullback. We can get them later. Not looking at receiver right now. We do need a tackle. A impact blocking. I mean, elite agility. Nico Ruiz is a candidate. Nico Ruiz is a candidate. A zone coverage. All right, this guy has elite change of direction. A zone coverage, B tackle, B awareness. But yeah, a lot of Fs. Elite acceleration. Is there any safeties? I think because we didn't sign a tackle, we go tackle. We'll go Nico Ruiz out of Auburn. A impact blocking. He's B run block. He's agile. He has elite agility. B awareness. Should be a good run blocker for us. So We'll go with him. 282. We got him at 114. Normal dev. We need a right tackle, damn it. So we do need fullback, will linebacker. We'll probably go will linebacker next. And then fullback. And mind you, I'm blind picking. I'm not looking at the screen that would reveal their dev traits. So elite change of direction, great acceleration, F hit power, F block shine, A zone, B tackle. So Joey Rivera, and then B awareness, B catching, B zone, C tackling, and Shelly, great speed, great change of direction, great acceleration, B man, A zone. I think I like Rivera because of the B tackling and the A zone, the elite change of direction. I don't like the F hit power. He's basically just a coverage guy. He can tackle, but he has no strength. We're gonna take a chance on him. Joey Rivera, 312. Man, what happened to my draft crown? Didn't have a whole lot of draft capital anyway. And I think the fullback, Herrera, 6'1", 263 out of Stanford, A pass blocking, B stiff arm, A impact blocking. Gonna take him. Maybe that's the missing piece, having a fullback. He's 33 in the class. We got him at 178. He's a great run blocker, clears the lane for the halfback. Good speed for a fullback. Normal dev though. So only hidden dev so far as our first round pick, tight end. Do we have a 7th round pick? I don't even know if we do. We actually do. So we took every position of need that we needed besides what? Free safety, A hit power, elite strength, A pursuit. He's the guy. Connor Snell. Didn't even have to think about it. 127, got a 210, C minus pick. Hidden dev, let's go. He can compete with the veteran free safety that we signed in free agency that I can't think of right now. But the draft recap, I know the tight end is going to be a good pick, and he was 76 overall, hidden dev, vertical threat. Will possess. He's really balanced, and you look at him: 90 speed, 84 catching, 87 acceleration, 84 catching traffic. He's just gonna add another dynamic player to this offense. I know it sucks losing Stephon Diggs, Keyshawn Boutte, and Hunter Henry, but he will make up hopefully for all 3 of them. We got a right tackle that's not it. We missed on that pick. Rivera, we missed on that pick as well. But that's why we brought back guys like Marte Mapu, So, this guy doesn't have to start right away because he's damn sure not good enough to start right now. And then this fullback, Herrera, 75 overall. Wish we would have had a depth trait, but we get a fullback in this scheme now. And then Snell, only a 68 overall, but he does have hidden dev. So we can work him into the rotation. And that was a good way to cap off this draft for us, which wasn't that strong. We haven't really had good drafts in this rebuild. And then the best quarterback, best player in the class was the Dolphins, number 1 pick. We have to deal with that. The Saints right after got the second best player in the draft. There was nobody else that we were really looking at. Maybe the other tight ends. We did get the best in Ringer. And Banks was a 76. Did he have hidden dev? We could have got him in the 2nd round. So we probably, we didn't have a 2nd round pick. So, no, we couldn't have gotten him. But, I mean, missing out on the playoffs going 8-9 and, losing Hunter Henry, losing Stephon Diggs, losing Keyshawn Boutte, losing guys like Jalen Hawkins, Caleb Von Chason, we decided not bring back. Having another not so strong draft. I mean, it's going to have to be a bounce back season, though. Like the young players that we do have, the Drake Mays and now Demario Douglas and Kyle Williams, they're going to have to step up and, fill in the shoes at receiver. The O-line, the linebacker, the defense is just going to have to play at a high level We're gonna have to dethrone Josh Allen and the Bills somehow in this AFC East to try to win the division and make the playoffs again and make another run at a Super Bowl to get that number 7. But that'll wrap it up for part 2 here in the New England Patriots Madden 26 Realistic Rebuild. Stay tuned for part 3.